The Galactic Council had made a grave miscalculation. Their intelligence reports had classified humans as primitive spacefaring species, minimal threat potential. That assessment changed the moment the HFY's Retribution emerged from the jump point at the edge of the Orion Nebula. Admiral James Walker stood on the command deck, his weathered face illuminated by the soft blue glow of tactical displays. Around him, his crew worked with practiced efficiency, each movement precise and deliberate. They were the best Earth had to offer, chosen from a species that had spent millennia perfecting the art of warfare. "Status report," Walker ordered, his voice calm despite the 5 alien dreadnoughts approaching their position. Lieutenant Tom Reed responded without looking up from his console. "All systems nominal, sir. Shields at maximum capacity, weapons primed. The Tal'Guri fleet is maintaining formation, but we're detecting energy spikes consistent with weapons charging." Walker nodded. It had been just 3 Earth years since humanity had discovered faster-than-light travel and ventured beyond their solar system. 3 years since they'd learned they weren't alone in the universe. 3 years since the Tal'Guri Empire had declared humans an evolutionary aberration to be cleansed from the cosmos. The aliens had expected an easy conquest. After all, every other species they'd encountered had developed space travel only after achieving peace among themselves. The Tal'Guri couldn't comprehend a species that continued to war with itself even as it reached for the stars. What they didn't understand was that humanity's constant conflicts had forged them into something unique among spacefaring civilizations, warriors who had refined combat through bloody centuries of practice. "They're hailing us, sir," Communications Officer Maria Diaz announced. "On screen," Walker replied. The main display flickered, revealing the angular features of Fleet Commander Keth. His translucent skin pulsed with bioluminescent patterns that humans had learned indicated supreme confidence. Human vessel, Keth's translation software rendered his clicks and whistles into English. "Your presence in this sector violates Tal'Guri sovereign territory. Power down your systems and prepare to be boarded or face immediate destruction." Walker smiled thinly. "This is Admiral James Walker of the Human Systems Alliance. I'm afraid we must decline your generous offer. We've come to negotiate terms of peace, or demonstrate why that would be in your best interest." The alien's skin flashed with patterns of amusement and disdain. "You're a single vessel against 5 Tal'Guri dreadnoughts. Your species' reputation for irrational bravery appears well-deserved. You have 1 planetary rotation to surrender." The connection terminated. "They've closed the channel, sir," Diaz confirmed. Walker turned to his tactical officer. "Lieutenant Jackson, what's your assessment?" Alex Jackson, a former chess prodigy with an uncanny talent for predicting enemy movements, studied the holographic display of the Tal'Guri formation. "Their configuration suggests they're not taking us seriously, Admiral. Standard intimidation pattern. They've positioned their flagship at the center but left their flanks exposed. If our intelligence on their shield modulation is accurate, we can exploit it." Walker finished the thought. "Very well, battle stations." Throughout the massive warship, klaxons sounded. The Retribution was humanity's masterpiece, a vessel that incorporated every lesson learned from thousands of years of human conflict, enhanced by reverse-engineered alien technology. Unlike the elegant, aesthetically pleasing ships favored by most galactic species, the Retribution was brutally functional. Its hull was layered with reactive armor that adapted to incoming fire. Its weapon systems were redundant and diversified, designed to overcome any single point of failure. Most importantly, it carried humanity's greatest innovation, the quantum displacement drive. The technology allowed the ship to make micro-jumps within a battle space, effectively teleporting short distances in combat. Walker watched as the Tal'Guri ships arranged themselves in attack formation. Their overconfidence was palpable. "Initiate tactical pattern Thermopylae," he ordered. The bridge crew responded instantly. The Retribution surged forward, shields blazing as it absorbed the first volley from the alien vessels. "Displacement in 3, 2, 1, the navigation officer counted down. The universe blinked. One moment, the asterisk retribution asterisk was directly in front of the Talguri formation. The next, it had appeared behind their rearmost vessel. "Fire all ventral batteries," Walker commanded. The human warship unleashed hell. Concentrated beams of superheated plasma carved through the unprepared alien vessel's aft shields. Kinetic impactors followed, striking with the force of small asteroids where the shields had fallen. The Talguri ship listed atmosphere venting from multiple breaches. Before the remaining alien vessels could reposition, the asterisk retribution asterisk jumped again, appearing beneath the leftmost dreadnought. "They're scrambling to track us," Jackson reported, a note of satisfaction in his voice. "Their targeting systems can't compensate for our displacement speed." For 7 minutes, the battle continued in this fashion. The human warship appeared and disappeared like a ghost, striking with devastating precision before vanishing again. The Talguri commanders, trained in conventional space tactics, found themselves unable to counter this approach. When the displacement drive finally required a cooling cycle, 3 of the 5 Talguri ships were disabled. The remaining 2, including the flagship, maintained distance, their weapons armed but not firing. "They're hailing us again, Admiral," Dietz reported. Ket's face appeared once more on the view screen. The confident patterns had vanished from his skin, replaced by the pale phosphorescence of alarm. "What manner of weapon is this?" he demanded. "No species possesses such technology." Walker stood, straightening his uniform. "As I said, Commander, we came to negotiate peace. Your empire has mistaken humanity's isolation for weakness. That was an error. We don't seek conflict, but we've spent our entire history preparing for it." He gestured toward the disabled Talguri vessels. "This was one ship, Commander. Earth has built 17 more. Consider carefully what that means for the future of your empire." The alien skin pulsed with patterns humans hadn't seen before. Later analysis would identify it as the Talguri expression of existential dread. "The Galactic Council will hear of this," Kath said finally. Walker nodded. "That's exactly what we're counting on. Tell them humanity is ready to join the galactic community as equals, not subjects. And remind them that we come in peace, but we're prepared for the alternative." As the connection closed, Walker gazed out at the stars. Humanity had announced its presence to the galaxy. Whether that led to a new era of cooperation or conflict remained to be seen. Either way, they would be ready.